There is a role for the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth is an amazing network in a world that now consists of networks. We're in a world where networks defeat hierarchies. And the opportunities that arise from being a member of a great diverse network are enormous. And they are in the Commonwealth in all kinds of ways, particularly in developing educational cooperation, particularly in sometimes launching foreign policy initiatives together, if not with the whole Commonwealth, then with some of those members of the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth covers, the collective GDP of the Commonwealth is about $10 trillion. It covers about a quarter of all the land area of the world and is nearly a third of the population. So we do have to make more use of that. So we have really beefed up the unit in the Foreign Office that deals with it. We have a Minister for the Commonwealth, that was Lord Howell and is now Hugo Swire. We attend Commonwealth meetings much more vigorously, and we've been very instrumental in the Commonwealth now adopting a charter of what it stands for, as well as increasing the various kinds of cooperation, business-to-business links, as well as the educational cooperation that I'm talking about. And we have, as you can gather from what I'm saying, we do a lot more with countries like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, who are some of our most natural allies in the world. And it was extraordinary how they were taken for granted before. And we can work with them on all of the foreign policy issues of the world, all the issues of the Middle East, for instance. But we can also work with them on matters like cyber security. We can work with them on international issues such as the campaign to prevent sexual violence in conflict that I have launched in recent weeks. You know, you can imagine countries like that working with us very energetically with us, and they've already indicated their willingness to do so. So we are making more use, both of the Commonwealth as an organisation and some of the individual countries within it. And that's been a big shift for the Foreign Office.
Would you say that over the last 2 decades we've put too much emphasis, say, on Europe and too little on the Commonwealth countries?
Well, it's not a zero-sum game. You know, I want our overall diplomatic impact to be much bigger. So, yeah, as a proportion of effort, too much has gone into Europe. That doesn't mean European diplomacy is going to cease to be important. Look how, you know, we've already had many questions about Europe and our relations with the European countries.
We have concentrated too much on building our trading relationship with Europe and too little on developing our trading relationships with the Commonwealth.
That is absolutely true. We need, in August, for the first time in decades, the trade figures show we exported more outside Europe than inside Europe. And that is necessary. It's important that we do that more. Not because we don't want to trade with Europe, but because Eurozone economies are flat and the growth is coming elsewhere in the world. And I think the last government was very slow to wake up to that.